Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Ice Age TV in Tennessee territory here. See that building over there? That's a church. When I'm down here on Sundays, I go to that church over there. It's pretty cool. And that town's named after my last name, actually. It's kind of pretty neat. Down here in the Tennessee, beautiful area. Just beautiful morning. Actually, it's kind of a little bit of humidity out, so it's not really that cold. Usually I'm wearing my little buff this time of year because you kind of get that cold air down through your chest. That's what I notice with these buffs. That's why I wear these. In the cooler months, it makes a huge difference in that cold air getting down into your body. And it really keeps you warm. The hat keeps you warm. That's kind of why I do that. I think it makes a difference getting a cold. Even though getting I haven't had coffee or breakfast or anything. So, got to pack up here about loading up and leaving. Whole other project. I mean, just doesn't end. The body, the labor doesn't end. If you there's never any projects, and now my mother-in-law's toilet here isn't working right. So now, for sending me packing up this morning, I gotta run up to Lowe's and get a frickin' toilet valve. Just doesn't end, does it? But reach out this morning, Sunday morning, trying to keep my conversations going on a daily basis. I think a few out there like it, and I just try to keep it going, and I like to talk. But so what are we talking about today? I tell you what, today we're talking about fuel. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm reading in the news what I think it was my wife brought it up yesterday that supposedly there's going to be a fuel shortage of diesel down here in the southeast mid-Atlantic area, the Virginia and southbound of that, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina. All the southern states are going to potentially here have no diesel fuel. Have you heard this? It's beyond believable where we are in this country right now. It is beyond believable. I mean, even for me, I'm like, do I believe this? I tell you what, I work in the fuel industry, and I just don't prefer to talk about what I do for a living because it's, that isn't why I have my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is me talking about my passion of outside of my having to work. But I can tell you this much, when it comes to the fuel industry, I'm very abreast of what's going on. And I mean, I've worked in it my whole life. Yeah, I'm not lying to you about that. I mean, for the most part, I've been on the industry my whole life. And I'm going to tell you right now, this oil industry, it's a bunch of magic. Somebody behind the scenes is playing magician on everybody in this country. It's very sad because it's what it is isn't what it is. And what do I mean by that? Okay, I know for a fact gas stations are 30% plus down in people going to buy gas anymore. Yes, you think I'm making that up? I know numbers. I'm not going to make a YouTube channel to lie people. That is not who I am. I'm not looking to grow my YouTube channel by clickbait. I don't need any money from YouTube to be happy in this physical world. Some people obviously do, because they do a lot of clickbait. But here's the ball game. There ain't no crisis of people going to gas stations buying tons of fuel. So why this country's paying the most expensive gas in our lifetime here in this past year? Why? What's going on? Come here. Stay over here. Got the dogs out here. Got the puppies here. Come on, get on back. Move on back. No running around the neighborhood. When you read that the oil companies are hitting record profits, is anybody connecting the dots here? I mean, think about this as a business person. I mean, just think this through. Let's say you can cut your overhead by 30% to 50%, but you can quadruple or maybe even raise your prices by 10 times what they were. I mean, just stupid numbers. But, just say that you were getting $2 for a product. Now you get $5 for a product. But yet actually you're selling 30% less of the product. Okay? So the overhead and the manpowers have kind of been depleted. You don't need as many hands on the job, and you don't need as much, infrastructure to continue to sell your product. But yet you've raised your product by 50%, 100%. I mean, how does that all play out in the end? You're making a bloody fortune. You're not hurting. You're making more money. So for the fuel industry right now, to hear the woes of the diesel fuel shortage possibly, wow. And to see how this sitting powers, this country, has depleted the reserves. Do you realize right now, supposedly we're down to like maybe 30 days of fuel reserves in the country? Which is the worst thing ever happened in this country. The fuel line, there's two pipelines that run up the eastern seaboard that are the main arteries for the eastern seaboard for fuel. And that's the Colonial Pipeline and Traditional Pipeline. If anybody ever blew those up, it's over. It's gas shortage, gas lines instantly. So, but at the same time, you think to yourself about the oil reserves in our country have been depleted to manipulate the fuel markets. Saudi Arabia and the OPEC countries have already told everybody, get on back. No. I've already told everybody, we're not playing this game of pumping more fuel to make cheap fuel. We're going to actually cut back the fuel. We're actually taking back. We're going to pump less fuel and sell it for more money. Hey, that means making more money. I mean, good Lord, this is sad where we are in today's society, because I have said the Dow's going to be at 20K by the end of this year. And I've even questioned myself on that, because I drive around all these car dealerships and motorcycle dealerships, and boy, people are just still spending money. I mean, yeah, look at me, right? Yeah, I'm the number one hypocrite of anybody talking about that. But here's the point. If you look at what's going on with fuel, if we really do get $6 diesel plus, yeah, and anybody hasn't cashed, you've already waited too long to cash out the stock market. I mean, I don't think it'd be worth cashing out at this point. For what? For why? I mean, sincerely, I'm not a stock advisor by any means. But where it's going, I mean, hey, not a gloom and doom channel, just talking about what's going on around us. So for the fuel, the energy, and then electric bills, and then it goes back to the green agenda. I mean, I truly believe the green agenda people love this idea that diesel fuel, they don't want to see some guy driving this truck. That's a diesel truck. Those people would be green agenda people. They'd torch that thing if they could. Yeah, they would. Yeah, the violence. Yeah, the disappointments. Remember how disappointments? How do you handle disappointments? If green agenda people don't get their way, how do they respond? Pretty obvious that right now it seems like the green agenda is pretty disappointed that not everybody wants to play along, because we're getting the highest prices of fuel in our lifetime. That's sustained itself, meaning I pretty much said that by late summer we see $3 gas again, and it kind of started going that way. Back here a month ago, barrel of oil was going down that $70 range, but then all of a sudden the Saudis started speaking up, and the OPEC nation started speaking up, and they came to closure that, you know what, we're not going to let this market tank, and the stock traders, and the list goes on and on and on. So the expensive fuel is here to stay, which even for me, I'm amazed. I'm amazed, because I know the numbers. The country's not using the fuel it used to use. Everything's changed. Connect the dots. 30% of the people in Washington, D.C. metro area no longer drive to work. That's just that one metro market. You can go to that in San Francisco, Los Angeles, New York. You can go to all these big major cities, and the transportation of people driving back and forth to work is huge. They don't drive on the road. People don't drive to the store anymore like they used to. One Amazon man can deliver, 50 houses? 100 houses? I have no idea what the numbers are on those. So that's 50 to 100 people less in a car to drive around. So, I mean, think about that. The one van is taking care of many, many other people's, transportation costs. I mean, the dynamics of this country have changed so much in this transportation. It's incredible. Come on back here. But yet we're paying more for fuel than ever in our lifetime. Why? Why is this going on? Yeah, we have some opportunities here in November to try to get some people that maybe know how to run a football team. I don't know. I mean, maybe we're just a time and age that we just don't have talented people to run our country. I mean, part of me sometimes wonders that. Do we actually have the fearless leaders? I mean, I think the fearless leaders are just about been run away. I mean, it's sad. I mean, just over in Britain, look at that lady. Look at the prime minister in Britain that totally caved. She's spineless. You don't have any spine. I just don't get it. You're in this physical world once. What's there to lose? But I guess if it's all about the wealth and the money, then you get all scared. Then there you go. Money, the power of money, right? Oh my gosh. I could make a video of the power of money. Yeah, I could talk a lot about that. But We're not going to talk about that. This country's getting ready to possibly witness a major fuel crisis. Maybe? I don't know. Even for me saying that, it sounds just a little too radical. I mean, it really does. You know, even for me, being a YouTube guy and people listen to my content, I mean, even for me, sincerely, that sounds, you know, it just sounds radical. I mean, you see all the YouTube channel. No, you stay here. You see all the YouTube channel people. There's the Ranger. Trummer. That's a great truck right there. Great truck, but I think the Maverick's the better package. Yeah, even me. That little Trummer truck, great truck. And
what are you doing?
I'm making a YouTube video.
About what?
Say hi. There you go. Watch the dogs. They're gonna come down. Now,
Dad, what are you making a video about?
fuel.
I have to tell you an idea.
Okay, here we go. Look, here we go. Here it goes. Okay, yeah. It's totally opposite direction of conversation.
Why don't we leave the trailer here? I mean, not the trailer. The Harleys here. So when we come down in November for Thanksgiving, they're still here and we can ride.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
And we can take the bobber home or whatever.
Yeah, maybe take the Indians home.
Yeah.
Okay, not a bad idea.
'Cause
What's your mother doing?
pooping.
Are we? Oh, that's nice to tell her on YouTube channel that. Hey, are we going to breakfast or something? No conversation? Oh, yeah, the kid. Yeah, no secrets. Come on down here. No. Hey, watch the dogs. If you're up there with the dogs, you got to know.
I'm not taking care
Come on, puppies. Come on. You're getting violent. Violence in the Sunday morning conversations. Come on, pups. You can't escape. Hey, come here. Hey, no. Get out of here. Yeah, I think these dogs ran. That dog's might get run over the other day. Running around the street. Anyways, yes, conversations. Yeah, good morning, right? There's the kid, you know, already revved up. Yeah. Anyways, so I just thought I'd make a little video about the fuel prices and fuel crisis that's on our doorstep. Really? I'm just seeing myself, wow. And you know, what's incredible is I hear so many companies complain about there's not enough drivers to drive trucks to get goods delivered. That's the biggest complaint of automotive dealers. They can't find enough truck drivers to deliver the products. Why is there a diesel fuel crisis, anybody? What is going on? I mean, sincerely, anybody on my channel, I am not the Mr. King Wizard know-it-all guy. That isn't who I am. I mean, I just try to give ideas and views and thoughts. I'm not the professor. Anybody out there? Anybody have a clue what's going on? I mean, what's going on? I mean, is the green agenda punishing us? Is that the goal? I mean, that's how people operate. As you know in life, what people do to others to try to get change, it's used all the time. Yes, I mean, what is going on? I mean, for me, just really disappointed that I'm seeing the industry that I'm around every day of my life, just seeing it being totally beat up beyond beat up. And how, why, you just think it through. We're using less fuel. But we're paying more for fuel. It's a supply and demand. What I thought supply and demand was if you didn't have enough demand, okay, does that drive prices? Here we go.
To go to the place we went to yesterday.
Okay.
I don't know. She's in the bathroom.
Okay, there you go. All right, well, we're all, it's on vacation time. What the kid's saying, something to think about. She's saying, just leave the Harleys down here.
I'm going to tell you, you're going to want to bring these back in 3 weeks. Or are we going to Florida?
So here's the thing. Is when we're back up north, forget that conversation. So when we're back up north, we're not going to ride. I don't know. I'm just saying probably not. All right, we'll have to figure that out, right? Yeah, because this is a project. I'm just reloading all these bikes. What a freaking project.
Can I say something?
Not right now. I'm going to be on the video just another minute. I mean, here we go. This is classic. All right, everybody, as you can see, it's never simple, right? Yeah, if you have family, family. That's a whole nother conversation. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, talk about family, relationships. Well, there's definitely one thing. The oil industry definitely doesn't have a relationship with this governing body of our country. I mean, I can tell you that right now. That's a huge problem. Huge problem. It'll go political. Ain't going to do it because you have the right as an individual to do what you want to do. But I think if people just kind of look around. I think we need to find some better leaders in our country. I'm just sorry. The leadership in our country right now really is not doing anybody any favors. Everybody's spending a lot more money. I mean, I think that the truth shall prevail, and what I'm hearing from a lot of people is that actually a lot of people are kind of on hold until after elections. Yeah, well, that's a statement, right? But that's a normal thing. So anyways, just an idea, trying to give people ideas what's going on. Give you a heads up too, and yeah, just go ahead and run to the fuel store right now and buy yourself a 500-gallon diesel tank and put fuel in it. Because if you do, that fuel may be worth, $10 a gallon. That's not too shabby if you make a $5 profit per gallon off of your $500 or 500-gallon investment, right? Yeah, there's an idea, right? Yeah, you can start selling your own fuel and make some money. Yeah, the whole point is, once the fuel crisis thing kind of starts to grow, what are people going to do? They're going to start hoarding the fuel. So yeah, we won't have any fuel. That's where that's all going. Hello. I used to be in the fuel industry. You know what big trucking companies are doing right now? They're filling their reserves for their fuel supplies at their terminals to the brim right now. Yeah. Yeah, and the list goes on and on and on. All right, everybody, appreciate you watching my YouTube channel. Great comments. And it's the Tennessee Adventures. We're packing up. Maybe we'll do some road trip talking. We'll see how it plays out. And I hope everybody has a blessed Sunday. Stay safe. Stay positive. And hopefully you can spread the word that we need new leaders. The leadership right now just doesn't work for me. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm disappointed. All right, everybody, have a great day.